You know what? These big fight nights, I just love them. I just love these big fight nights. They're flipping epic. They're flipping amazing. I love them. I love, especially when it's in the UK. There's something about a UK fight night that I just love. And this right here has been a great night of boxing so far. I've enjoyed the card throughout. All the fights have gone to the distance. I've gone the distance, I should say. But I'm not complaining. I'm really enjoying this. Let's have a listen now, see how this sounds. Yes. Yes. Sounds good. Sounds good. So how are we doing? The watch alongs. The watch alongs. Last watch along I did was Chisora versus Joe Joyce. That was a fun watch along. Not gonna lie, it was a fun one. I kind of reserve these now for the big UK cards, the big UK cards, and these big Riyadh season shows. And you know, this show, in comparison to other Riyadh season shows, is running along like clockwork. Apparently, there's a curfew in Wembley Stadium, so they have to be out of there by 11 p.m., which, honestly, that is not a bad thing at all, because one of the big complaints we've had was these Riyadh shows, Saudi shows, going on so long. And yeah, obviously, if you're in Saudi Arabia doing the show and, the Saudi government are involved and all that stuff, you can pretty much do what you like. You can go on as long as you want. But in the UK, yeah, there's transport that you got to think of, and a lot of arenas would have curfews. So Wembley are like 11 p.m., done, shut off. So it's there. No one's complaining that they're getting a move on with it. And boom, straight in there. I'll read all your questions, but the super chats, so long as we're doing this, will be the ones. Gee, watch along, let's effing go. I'm hype, bro. The Willie Hutchinson Joshua Buatsi fight was pure fireworks, fantastic fight. I thoroughly enjoyed that fight. I thought it was flipping epic. It was good. If Willie Hutchinson had more punching power, it could have been really interesting. But I couldn't believe it was almost as if the zone, because I'm watching the zone, it's almost as if Barry Jones knew there was a bit of going on, because they were all talking about Buatsi winning this fight. We all knew he won the fight. And then all of a sudden, I think Barry Jones interjected and said, well, he might still win it. We're like, he won't win it. And then they say split decision. And you're like, what? Hutchinson won rounds, but split me. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. But thank you, mate, for the 10 quid. Hopefully first of many, man. Hopefully first of many tonight. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to the fight that's going to be taking place now. So obviously I'm watching this. TNT coverage is pure something, and not one post-fight interview. The post-fight interviewer on TNT is garbage, though. I wouldn't even worry about that. Like, he is really dull, really bad. I know the guy that Hatman calls the pound shop Ade. He has just no energy, no chemistry to speak of. Like, there's nothing to that guy, so I wouldn't complain that you don't have to hear him do post-fight interviews, because I don't know how he got that gig on TNT. I really don't. He adds nothing to it. And the home brews New Zealand, good morning from New Zealand. It would be about 8 a.m. in New Zealand, wouldn't it? Round about that time. He's about 12 hours ahead of the UK. And thank you for the 10 quid, or the 10 New Zealand dollars. Which is about, judging by the fact that it's goldish, that implies to me it's around about 10 quid. Because I found with YouTube, they color code the super chats. So if you give a small one, it's like blue. If you give like a fiver, it's green. If you give like 10 quid, it's like gold, which is what that is. And I think it's orange if it's over 10 quid. And then if it's orange if it's over, orange between 10 to 50. And then it's like proper red and it's over that. And those things stay on for ages. Healthy 20 quid to start, man. That's the pay-per-view recouped. Because they'd have to pay for it still. So the pay-per-view was recouped. We're happy. We're happy, lads. If I've done nothing, I've recouped the pay-per-view. There you go. But man, yeah, it's 27 minutes past 7 a.m. I tell you what, you know what, right? When you guys did that show with Joseph Parker a couple of years ago, now, obviously the fight was shocking. The fight between Junior Fa and Joseph Parker. The fight was shocking. It really was. But it was on morning time, UK time. And I really liked that. Like, I actually think that, like, you could say, like, oh, you do morning fights. You do the US ones. Yeah, but that's an all-nighter. If you're talking about, like, 8 a.m. in the morning, you can go bed whatever time. You can wake up. You're good. You have your coffee. You watch your boxing. That's great. Staying up all night because you have a choice. Will I sleep and wake up? And if I sleep in and think, it's not nice. But waking up in the morning, 7:30 a.m., knowing that in an hour's time you're going to watch the boxing on a Sunday, that's pretty good, man. I'm broke, but I appreciate anything, man. So I appreciate the £2. May every little bit helps. Lads, commentary time. We haven't had a knockout tonight, but I think this will be it. And I want to give, before we start, a big, huge, massive shout out to Josh Padley. What a performance he put in earlier in the card. What a performance. Really, really good going. Really, really good going. Lads, round one. That size difference is unbelievable. When you look at the size difference between these two guys, and you look at the body mass of Tyler Denny, he's already down. The first 10 seconds of this fight, he's already down. He's not hurt, straight back to his feet, but this is not a good start for Tyler Denny. Less than 10 seconds into this fight, he's already down. Hamzah Sheeraz would be well advised not to go in all guns blazing, but the size difference is vast. The arm length that Hamzah Sheeraz has over Tyler Denny, and at the end, Denny's rocked with a big left hook. Oh, Tyler Denny is in big trouble. He has to clinch. I was saying Tyler Denny is not a small middleweight in terms of body size, but he is dwarfed by the much bigger Hamzah Sheeraz. And Hamzah Sheeraz looking to make short work of this. Wembley Stadium say they have a curfew. Well, they won't need to worry about that. I think he was rocked again ever so slightly there. Didn't appear to be too, but look at the jab. The jab of Hamzah Sheeraz. It's a long, hard jab, and that is going to cause so much trouble to the shorter, more compact Tyler Denny. 1 minute and 55 left in this round, and it's a nightmare round. He needs to forget about this first round, Tyler Denny. He's not going to be able to claw that back. He needs to just be able to get a read. Very, very close with the right hand there was Hamzah Sheeraz. I think it's quite ominous. See, that's what he needs to do, Tyler Denny. When Hamzah Sheeraz is standing upright, he's got a big, big target to hit at, but getting past those long guards. Look at this. Hamzah Sheeraz really putting it on Tyler Denny. Denny having to hook up. The Cinderella story Tyler Denny has had, it looks like it's unraveling pretty damn quick here in the first round at Wembley Stadium, the biggest stage of his career. Body shot from, I was going to say Felix Cash there, body shot from Hamzah Sheeraz. And Tyler Denny, to his credit, fighting back. But he is outmanned, outgunned in there. Look at the range. Look at the size difference that we are seeing here. Good Lord. There's always a delay. Yeah, there's always a delay. Well, see, I got the DAZN feed, and it's the legit one, so I'm hoping there's no delay. But big body shot goes in there again from Hamzah Sheeraz. It's been a nightmare first round for Tyler Denny. And Denny, to his credit, he's trying. Now, what he would be advised to do, and what I'd be saying to him is just use a jab. I know you're never going to be able to out-jab Tyler, or you're never going to be able to out-jab him, Hamzah Sheeraz. It's too long, it's too powerful. But you can actually use your jab to get in underneath some of his shots, blind the opponent, and try and land some shots on Hamzah Sheeraz when he's standing upright. Hamzah Sheeraz missing with a couple of shots there. Hamzah Sheeraz still tucking up well. Tyler Denny trying to get in. He's not done too bad in this first round in spite of being dropped. He's come back into it a little bit, but it has been a Hamzah Sheeraz round and then some. The first 10 seconds of this fight, Tyler Denny down. But Tyler Denny letting some body shots go. He sees the end of the first round as the DAZN go to an ad break. But people, that was a bad start for Tyler Denny. I mean, he's the underdog clearly in this fight. And 10 seconds into, let's have a look at this. So jab, like a left hook goes in. Yeah, left hook just over the top of the head, just puts Tyler Denny down. Shows the power he has. And it was more a grazing shot. You know, it was more partially blocked, but it was still enough to get him down. Shakur's last opponent took him for belt and had been beaten by Frank Martin. That was the guy Shakur Stevenson fought last. I tend not to focus too much on Shakur Stevenson because it's just, I don't suffer, thank God, from insomnia, so I don't need to. We get ready. Round number 2 is underway. It can't go any worse, could it, than round number 1? For Tyler Denny, not a particularly good start for Tyler Denny, to say the least. But to his credit, he did come back into that round as it went on. Not a hope of him winning it, but he was able, to land a couple of shots on Hamzah Sheeraz, and he wasn't completely taken out. But first round, knocked down in the first 10 seconds. It's not a good sign for things to come. And the jab, you see, he's holding that jab hand out a little bit, is Hamzah Sheeraz, and that's something that the opponent is always going to think about. But some good body work here from Tyler Denny, just staying at range, and he's actually staying a little bit out of range. So although he's not going to be able to get any work done, it's going to have to make Hamzah Sheeraz move in a little bit more because he's out of range of Hamzah Sheeraz's shots. And it's a big range because Hamzah Sheeraz has big shot goes in there from Tyler Denny. Hamzah Sheeraz just holds a little bit. He is open to straight shots. You'll notice that with Hamzah Sheeraz. And Ammo Williams was able to land some shots on him in their fight and rock him early on. But ultimately, as the fight progressed, we saw what happened. And I have a feeling it may be more the same. Oh, big shot went in there from Hamzah Sheeraz. Tyler Denny felt that. He definitely did. But again, look at this. Grit and determination, working up close. Both guys going to have to watch their heads there up close. But Tyler Denny has the free hand and he's using it, as you're always allowed. If you have a free hand, you're allowed to use it up close. Hamzah Sheeraz just tucking up. Both guys back in the center of the ring now. And Hamzah Sheeraz thinking a little bit about what's going. But oh, look at that jab. But Tyler Denny straight back. Takes some uppercuts, takes some big shots again from Hamzah Sheeraz. Look at this, pushing Denny right back with those shots. The size of Hamzah Sheeraz, I can't believe this guy. Oh, big shot goes in again. Tyler Denny's hurt, lads. Tyler Denny is hurt. He's down again. He's hurt, lads. He's hurt. Referee, oh no. You can't. No. I had to look. I get it. He was hurt. I get it. But you gotta give him a chance. He was back to his feet. You can't. No. That's no. That's not a good stoppage. Poor stoppage. Too soon. I feel for Tyler Denny in that scenario. No. Not good enough. Not good enough. And I'm not talking about Tyler Denny. I'm talking about the stoppage. You have to give him a chance. Yes, he was down in the first round. It wasn't a heavy knockdown. It wasn't shifting punishment. You can't stop it like that. You've got to give him a little bit more of a chance. So I disagree very strongly with that stoppage. And Tyler Denny is up. See, he's up straight away. Happy days, as if nothing happens. So no, I don't agree with that stoppage. Well, what it has done is it is now, and believe me, I was not expecting this in the slightest. It's now 8:30. Okay, so we now have, they won't do it, so don't worry. We now have a basically 2.5 hour gap to get this main event done. Now, apparently, Liam Gallagher is going to be doing his songs. Yeah, apparently he's going to be doing his songs. Not an Oasis fan, not a Blur fan, not a Coldplay fan, not the kind of music I'd follow. We're going to have to sit through. Well, I'm not going to be listening to it. I was going to be talking to you guys, obviously. But they will do that. Let's just have a look at this again. So he does take a big left hand. He goes down. He is stunned. Let's have a look-see, right? So takes a left hook and a right hand. That does bug. That does bother Tyler Denny. You can see he's hurt. Tucks up. Takes another left hand and then goes down. All right. So he does go down. He is rocked. He is stunned. But that is not a knockdown, and that is not worthy of a stoppage for me. An immediate stoppage is what I mean. It's not worthy that the referee He is closer to Tyler Denny than I am, I will admit that, but I think he was he was able to carry on. I believe he was able to carry on. I think that was a bad stoppage. Have I moved to London yet? Stay tuned. I don't want to talk about it because we're not far away from it, wink wink, but I don't want to go and talk about it in case anything, oh my God, straight away we get the flipping, there we go, see you later. I hate it when they do that. I absolutely hate it when they do that. When you get the flipping people posting live stream links in the chat. It's all just bots, but you just don't want, you just don't want that in the chat. 105 in the building. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, if you're new. 35 likes. And have we gained a subscriber or two? We have 2 new subscribers. Look at that. Look at that. 20,336. Let's see if we can get to 20,400 by the end of this live. Or by the end of the night, either way. But if you're new here, you haven't already, do please consider hitting subscribe. And I love seeing the numbers go up, just so you know. I do love seeing those numbers go up. But Hamzah Sheeraz, second round stoppage, EBU champion, Commonwealth champion, all the titles that come with it. It's got to be world title next, you would imagine. Apparently, Janibek, the rumor mill is that he turned down £1 million, £1 million or dollars, whatever you want to say it, to fight Hamzah Sheeraz on this show. Didn't take it. Why is that? Could it be that he just can't make the weight anymore? Who knows? Hamzah Sheeraz in there with the man, with Ade. Watching from, is that the Israeli flag? Boom. Watching from Israel. And people from all over the world. I always love it when I see, it is Israel. I always love it when I see where people are watching from. Because it's always like, holy crap, from this place, that place. But Wembley Stadium, man, that looks epic in there. I could have went to that because you do get the press credentials still for Wembley and things like that. But when it comes to, this, with the watch-alongs, it's just better to do it for the big fights. It's better to go to the smaller shows than it is for the big fights. We're watching here from Blackpool. I've never been. I know where it is. Never been. Sheeraz, he is very upright. There is flaws there, and we've seen that with Hamzah Sheeraz before. There is flaws there, certainly. No one's been able to get close, and no one's been able to. Well, Bradley Skeet was outboxing Hamzah Sheeraz, and realistically, he was lucky not to get DQ'd in that fight. But no one else has been able to really get and put Hamzah Sheeraz in any sort of bother. I know Ammo Williams rocked him in their fight, but again, nothing really else came from it. He was stunned briefly, but that was it. It wasn't much else really with it. So yeah, Hamzah Sheeraz, G-Man, watching from the Mexico, I believe that is. Watching from Mexico, man. Viewers in Mexico and everything, that is something else. It's not even just that it's all in Europe. You're looking leaner. Well, I don't think I look any different. I haven't gained or lost anything, but okay. Am I looking leaner? No, diet hasn't changed, which is mainly just literally chicken, rice, and stuff like that. So, I don't know. But look, I'll take it. Listen, I'll take it. I'll take that. Love a good G-Man watch along. Got money on Dubois, just a hunch. You know what? I've seen people say that, I've seen Hatman say and others that they feel there'll be drama in this fight. I think there'll be drama, but I don't have a feel that it's going to be, like anything is going to cause an upset, if you know what I mean. I don't think there's anything going to cause an upset. Who do you have? I've got Anthony Joshua winning this fight. You got a bit of a jawline going. Do I? Got a bit of a jawline going. Okay. Well, I'll take it. Bit of a shuffle chin going, what can I say? Listen, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Credit to Bricktop. He does allow his fighters to grow at he does allow his fight to go to meet our place and needs to step up the competition now. Yeah, he does. Lackluster undercard tonight overall. Well, the first fight was pretty good. The Kelly fight was awful. I'll agree with you on that one. If you're saying like that was awful. That was a really, really awful fight. It really was. Then the Kakache Warrington fight was just it had little moments where it was good, but they were few and far between. Like there was little moments where you were like, oh wow, that looks good, and then it was just like, ah. So there was that. Boatsy Hutchinson was good. I thought there'd be more to this fight. I expected Sheeraz to win, but this quickly, any reason why Warrington Kakache wasn't for the IBF title? Well, as far as I'm aware, Kakache has a mandatory due. So the IBF were unwilling to sanction for that reason. And also, given the fact that Warrington has never competed at 130 pounds, certainly not at championship level anyway. He may have weighed 130 pounds for some of his early fights when you didn't really have to make the exact weight. Also, he's coming in off the back of two successive defeats, 3 now, at the weight below. You do, for the most part, need to come in off a win. Now, I know with the WBA and the WBC, sometimes they really don't give a damn, but the WBO and the IBF are a lot more to the rules, so they will. Why am I always dead tired for these fights? Well, the only time I'm ever dead tired is for the Saudi shows, to be fair. But when they're going on at midnight, it's no longer Kate Abdu. Anyone notice that? It's no longer Kate Abdu. Kate Scott. Malik Scott put a ring on it. There you go. Malik Scott. Who would have thought the guy who barely threw a punch against Luis Ortiz in Monaco would marry Kate Abdu, for God's sake? There you go. So it's no longer Kate Abdu, it's Malik Scott. There you go. Man, dreams do come true. That's all I'll say for Malik Scott. Now, Kate Abdu wouldn't be the type of girl I go for personally, but I wouldn't have thought someone like Malik Scott would have a shot with a girl like Kate Abdu. But there you go, man. Strange things have happened. You should get yourself a moderator. I have a couple of people with wrenches. I don't think they're in the chat, though. It's no big deal. See, I don't get if I was getting True Geordie level views where they're getting thousands on their live stream, you'd need a moderator 100%. You'd need 110%. But with the way it is now, I only get a couple of hundred in, maybe 200, 300 on a really good live watch along or something like that. So I don't need one now. But yeah, there may come a time when you do. At the end of the day, when they're putting the links in, you just literally just see it, block it, boom, done. What else? You got your DAZN. I got my DAZN signed the wrong way around. It might look that way, but if I hold it the other way, I can't sit that there. So I have to have it the wrong way around. It's like someone says, yo, G, you're doing a live watch along. Yeah. What platform are you watching it on? Boom. So yeah, it has to be like that because I can't put the other one on. Sag True Geordie G-Man for the watch along. I shout out to True Geordie though. He's good. He's good people. I had a look at their live earlier. And they're in a good little location. Just imagine that. That must be flipping epic to be able to do that. Must be flipping epic to be able to do that. But yeah, True Geordie's a good guy, man. True Geordie's a good guy. I'm on DM terms with him. That's kind of about the height of it. We're on DM terms. We're pretty good, we've chatted a little bit. So, big up to True Geordie every time. He's there at Wembley Stadium. Man, imagine being able to do that. A live watch along, having your own little panel and stuff like that. What was Liam Gallagher's performance like? Missed it. It hasn't happened yet, man. If AJ loses, where does it go? Oh, that's a good question, mate. If he loses, it's a hard comeback. There may be no comeback because if you think about it like this, he spent all of last year on the comeback trail. I don't think that AJ would do it again. And I don't think he has the time to do it again, quite frankly. Apparently AJ's only arriving to the venue. Well, that's obviously not live photos, but he's recently arrived to the event. So people, you got to bear in mind, right? It's not even 9 o'clock yet. So they're talking about, see, this is the problem with this, right? And this is something that I really, truly don't like about these shows. We have just finished the co-main. Now, I understand they're not going to jump straight into the main event. But, like, are we going to have to wait around for a flipping hour for this ring walk? We shouldn't, but are we going to have to do that? The glove is the correct way up. It's promoting music. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. That's a good one. That is a good one. I'll give you that one. But yeah, someone says the most dressed down I've seen Fury since he was wearing tweed. I'm going to do a video on Tyson Fury. I listened to his IFL interview and a lot of things to pick from that. How do we see this going? I've got Anthony Joshua winning this fight by knockout. What do we think the Black Magic, how do we think the Black Magic is going to affect AJ? In my opinion, AJ has good resistance against Magic, so I don't think he'll have much bearing. Yeah, listen, that could be just hearsay. That could be just speculation. Listen, I doubt very much. I mean, that could be just Spencer Fear just trying to, come up with something just to get views and stuff like that. You getting a kebab injury, man? I don't eat kebabs in Ireland anyway, because they're not really that good over here. But I do in the UK. They do in the UK. They do a lovely kebab there's a few actually nice kebab places in London. I've had a few in. So I get them. I will get. See, takeaway food over here, I would normally get Thai or pizza. UK, the only takeaway food I've ever got there is kebab, because I don't really know what the takeaway food is like, to be honest with you, over there. Like, I've not really got them, so I've never really done the fish and chips and stuff like that. So I just stick to, God damn it. Yeah, so I just stick to the kebabs, because they are really nice, to be fair. They're genuinely really nice. Has Don Charles turned up? I haven't seen him yet, but I haven't really been paying that much of attention to it. It might just be me, but can't stand Ben Shalom. Did you hear Eddie Hearns saying Ben is asking? Of course he is, man. That guy is a flippin'. Oh, man. That guy is just. Honestly, man. That guy is just something else. You may need mods when you do lives. It's only for the watch-alongs. You get those ones. It's literally only the live watch-alongs where I get the flipping link. And you just, as soon as I see that, it's like, boom, gone. You have to get rid of it ASAP. I don't want him affecting the stream. Is Joshua chinny? I wouldn't say chinny. No, I'd say heavyweight division. Most guys can get hurt. Joshua's problem is that he stays hurt. You need to go to Morley's, London's best fish and chip takeaway. I went to a fish and chip restaurant years ago in London called Poppy's, I think it is. And it was all right. It's all right. Surprised you started the live early. Any idea what time the main event is on at? Well, the reason why I started the live early, as you know, I normally do leave them a little bit later, but they need to have this event wrapped up by 11. So I was thinking they'll push the main event out, as in make it earlier. I think the problem is that Hamzah Sheeraz Tyler Denny has ended quite early. We have to. Well, I'm not going to be listening to it, obviously. Yous might have to. The Liam Gallagher performance. And then we should have the main event. I'm worried they'll drag this out over the next flipping hour. That's what I'm worried about. I am hoping that doesn't happen. But that's the problem. You just don't know what they might do. I'm hoping they don't drag it out. But yeah, there's every bit the chance they might. I think Dubois is going to upset. Five Guys really do a nice burger. Yeah, Five Guys I like. I like Five Guys. In terms of Dubois doing the upset, I'm sure he can. But Liam Gallagher, why? I don't dislike Liam Gallagher as a person. Seems alright. but I've just never been a fan of Oasis's music. And for me, I just think it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick that no one asked for. These, boxing shows, having a big music act before the co-main, I just think it's a gimmick no one asked for. Never heard of a fish and chip restaurant. 50% of London is a tourist trap, which that probably was. Yeah, most likely, man, most likely. It got recommended to me, so I said, right, I'll give it a go. Dubois to shock the world tonight. Man, listen, I'm not picking Dubois myself. I'm not picking Dubois. But I definitely wouldn't be shocked if he wins. I mean, when we're doing the watch along, if he was to drop and knock out AJ, you might see me, and you probably will, see me just be like, what the fuck? But I wouldn't be like, it would be more so in the moment. I wouldn't be like, if you said to me, oh, Dubois is going to knock Anthony Joshua out, you've seen into a crystal ball into the future, I'd be like, yeah, see it happening. Yeah, sure. Wouldn't really be something that I would see as completely out of the ordinary, no. But I just can't see it. Who is next? Is it the main event? It is the main event. The main event will be next. Now it says coming up next, so they seem to be getting the move on. Makes me kind of wish I probably should have maybe done this live watch along a little bit earlier. Maybe. But look, we're going to do good. We'll do good. See, a live watch along, I like to get it kind of over an hour, but kind of below like the 3 hour mark. That's kind of like the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot for me. But look, we will go. How underwhelming has this card been? I wouldn't say it's been the most underwhelming, but it's certainly not been. It's been just all right. That's kind of how I want to say it's been all right. It hasn't been as good as some of the other cards, but on paper it was never gonna be. I believe fight time is at 9:30, which is decent. Yeah, that's decent, to be fair. 9:30, fight night, I'll take it. In fact, actually, because it'd probably be another hour between, you're talking. So we probably will be in around the 2 hour mark for this fight. Moses Atelma looked massive, stood next to Eddie Hearn. Yeah, man, I've met Atelma several times, man. He's a unit, all right. He's a flipping unit. Man, that guy is not small. For me on this card, I'm just not a fan of Josh Warrington. Well, it looks like you probably mightn't have to deal with Josh Warrington again, because him leaving his gloves in the ring kind of indicates that that's it. He's done. He's calling it a day. He's still very, very young, Josh Warrington. He's only 33 years old. But the last 3 years have been tough. They've been tough in the ring. He's had a lot of really, really hard fights. Been knocked down, knocked out. And yeah, I just say that the wear and tear. Look, at the end of the day, Josh Warrington has been through more wars, but he still took those shots and was more competitive than Joe Cordina was. I wonder why that is. Oh yeah, they're getting the ring walks already. What way are they going to do it though? Like, what do I think of Steve Bunce? Yeah. Well, my mother always said, if you've nothing nice to say about someone, don't say nothing at all. So that's what I'm going to do there. They're moving quick. I like the little documentary he did. We need more of them. Yeah, we do. We need to do more of them. I enjoyed the documentary. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit upset that it got, I think, 2,000 views, which is not bad, but I was a little bit disappointed that we didn't get more. I'm gonna do more of them. I'm working with a friend. We've got a little idea in our heads for making them a kind of monthly / fortnightly thing. I thought that the narration was pretty good. I thought I did a pretty good job of the narration, if I do say so myself, to shoot my own horn, but I do think the narration was pretty good. And it was good to make. I enjoyed it. I thought the finished product looked good. It's a work in progress at the end of the day. We'll get some more done. I hope that we can do more, and they can do a little bit bigger. When you're big enough, I hope you can do some of the live-ins where some YouTubers do, like where they go spend a week in a fighter's camp and check their. I'd love to do that, man. I'd love to do that. Well, I'll be based in London I'll give you a little secret. I'll be based in London. This time 3 weeks, I'll be there. I'll be in a flat. Were you surprised at how slow Boatsi's feet were? Yeah, they did. His feet looked slow. His defense was pretty poor. Was particularly poor, if I have to say. Now, Boatsi's never had a great defense. Never been tremendous, but his defense was particularly poor. Now, I have to say. I bet Ben Shalom is fuming. Man, Ben Shalom, that guy is just something else. Oh, Conor McGregor is there. Oh, well. Class just left the building, I suppose. Next to Bud Crawford. So we have class versus classless. We have class versus classless. There you go. Are you a tinker or a tinker? Are you a tinker or a tinker? I would say I'd be more, well, I tend to think a lot about pretty much everything. I'd be more the latter, I reckon. I was always 50-50 going into this fight, but now I see how focused it is. You think AJ 2 rounds? Do you know what? I wouldn't even rule that out. I could see a very early knockout. Yeah, he was way too comfortable there. McGregor there as security. He's ready to bounce in that ring, use those bare knuckle skills. Man, just who the hell is the blonde girl that they're zooming in on? She's obviously somebody, but who the hell is she? Because they are holding the camera on this blonde girl. I have no idea who that is. I would vote for Conor. McGregor is Conor McGregor is what he is. And yeah. I bet on round 6 myself. Nigel and Conor Benn. Wonder when he's going to be fighting next. I'm hearing nothing about Conor Benn's next fight. At the end of the day, it's been nearly 2 years. Conor just needs to fight again if he wants relevancy. Hope 2025 he gets at least 2 fights left on his contract, then boxes Jake Paul and bounces off into the sunset. Conor McGregor's story is going to end as in, like, he will, you can tell McGregor's the kind of guy where that money that he's made is gonzo. Chris Eubank Jr. in attendance. So they're all coming in now. They're all coming in. I'd be surprised if McGregor fights again, to be fair. I would. I mean, maybe Canelo mentioned McGregor. It wouldn't shock me if McGregor just did a once-off with Canelo, got his ass absolutely annihilated, took a big payday, and then ran off, scurried off. Wouldn't shock me if he did that. That wouldn't shock me at all. Round 6 for AJ. Okay. Round 6 for AJ. Conor Benn, silent ban. I've heard nothing about that. I don't know what the situation is. Conor is not fighting ever again. Okay. But AJ round 6, yeah, I could see it. AJ round 6, I could easily see that happening. How are we looking? 70 likes and 109 in the building. If you haven't already, I would please consider Del Boy is in the building. Del Boy, Derek Chisora in there. And I would say if you haven't already, I would appreciate it quite greatly if you would hit the old like and subscribe button. You know, if you like the commentary, if you're new, if you're enjoying it, the old like button, there we go, the like button getting hit, the like button getting hit, I can see it there, it updates in real time. So boom. Chris Eubank Jr. is a waste of a talent. Why wouldn't Ben just fight states in the States? Well, it could have something to do with the fact that UCAD won their appeal. So basically, I think with the National Anti-Doping Council, do you not get offered tickets to these shows? Tickets, I probably could, yeah. But I get the press row tickets. We don't have to fill out a form. We actually do. But you have to fill out a form. You get selected. Now, the way they do the selection for them is BS, if you ask me, because they don't go by the channel and who it is and how many subs they have. Like, I've been passed over for press row tickets for people, and no disrespect to them, but I just think it's a stupid way that they do it. That you could have 100 subs and live in London, and you could go to 5 events in a row. And I could have 20k subs and go to one event every 2 months, and the guy with 100 subs will get the tickets over me. It's like, why? That makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. So I think that's one thing I will say about how they do it. And that's mainly with Queensbury. I don't know about Matchroom. I think they're a little bit better. But Yeah, Queensberry like that, and I think it just makes no sense whatsoever. I think Joshua Boazzi is overrated. Just reminds me of a smaller Lawrence Okoli in terms of his career management with promoters. Yeah, pretty much. I can't really argue with you on that one. He's pretty much followed Lawrence Okoli's path, and that's not a good path to follow. I wouldn't recommend it. I would not be recommending you follow the Lawrence Okoli path. It ain't good. It's going to take you places, but not the places you want to go. It's going to take you to Poland. Good God. Yeah. Now, we are still a bit off this. Like, Daniel Dubois hasn't even got his boxing boots on yet. So, I don't know what they're going to... You know what, right? They're going to rush this ring walk. Because they kind of have to, right? And if neither guy is warmed up... If neither guy is properly warmed up, one or both are going to hit the deck early. 100% if neither guy is warmed up. Can't wait to see Daniel Dubois and his iron face defense. That's the best defense you could have. Never mind Floyd Mayweather's Philly shell. Never mind the shoulder roll. The best defense you have is you block them with your face. You know? Gee, I feel people are now taking the balloon fight for granted. That was a tricky fight for AJ, and now they're calling him a bum. I wouldn't call him a bum. But the one thing you have to remember is that AJ sparred Valine many times over, always seemed to get the better of it. So there was a familiarity there. You know, Vladimir Klitschko was someone like that. If he sparred someone and he got the better of it, if he fought them, he'd feel like, oh, you know, I've got you, you know. So if you're sparring someone who you've always given the business to in sparring, you'll go in and thinking, this is just like another spar, and I'm always beating you up. You're never having any trouble with me. So, you know, easy work. So I can see why with Joshua he was so confident. And look, Otto Valine is not a bad fighter, but would I be picking him over the top heavyweights? Not a prayer. Not a flipping prayer would I be picking him over those guys. I have a feeling Noah's going to make an appearance. Yeah, I don't really. I'm not too bothered about that. Yeah, Dubois has sparred AJ many times over. And he's acknowledged the fact that Joshua has anyway, that Dubois did hurt him. But then he asked Dubois, what about all the other rounds? What are the odds on Dubois? Is he a huge underdog? I can honestly say I don't know what the odds are on Dubois. I would imagine he's an underdog, yes, certainly. But would he be that big a one? I wouldn't necessarily go that far. Do you think AJ has been on easy mode for a little too long? He's been in there with Big Puncher. He's been in there he's been with Big Puncher for a long time, probably since Klitschko. Povetkin has decent power, so I will say that. So does Helenius, to be fair. But slow as molasses, as Dave Allen said, you can have all the power in the world, but if you can see all the shots coming, what's it all for? So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that that Joshua's had an easy run necessarily, but you know, he's definitely not had the hardest of runs, definitely either. We'll know now tonight. 7-2 Dubois to win. But is that by KO or just win by any method? Big chance of Dubois just going in head first. Literally. I'd say he'll be warned about that, because the last thing, and you couldn't do it, you would want is 96,000 fans, first round, head clash, fight to draw, or fight ruled to no contest. You couldn't do that. Nicholson versus Chapman will be interesting. Man, I'm not really fussed about that fight. I don't normally cover female boxing. I only really cover it if it's something that I'm interested in. And there hasn't been a fight in a long time in the female boxing that I've been interested in. Nicholson, Chapman, yeah, look, fair play to the girls, I guess. But it's not a fight I've really invested too much in, to be honest with you. Yeah, first shot will be a low blow. Exactly that, man. Exactly that. How are we looking with ring walk times? AJ report, or IFL reporting AJ not even at the Wembley Stadium yet. Can't be. Has to. I think I haven't seen him rock up into the zone feed. This could be, you know, Francis Ngannou spoke about, and I haven't actually seen Jaime Munguia's performance yet, so I'll have to have a look at that tomorrow at some point. But Francis Ngannou spoke about having to basically fight later, and we all know about that, and being too fatigued, too tired, because they were fighting at like 2 a.m. You got to remember that it was a late night for those Saudi shows by their time. What about the other end of the spectrum? If you're fighting earlier than you intended to be on, you've arrived at the arena thinking, I've got a good half hour to get warmed up. You're there, and it's like, right, on with the boxing gear, out you go. Well, I haven't even broken a sweat. Well, it's warm out there under the lights, so there you go, there's your sweat broken. AJ is there too. Yeah, I thought that. I was like, what the hell? 9:45. I think Liam got to do a whole effing concert first. Yeah, he used to do 3 songs. He will drag those 3 songs out. Like, he's not going to just do 3 songs, it's done. He will drag the living you-know-what out of there. They keep on mentioning. I noticed that too. I've noticed that as well. I'm wondering, are they going to, is there going to be a few little you-know-what? Is there going to be a few little you-know-what? Hang on a minute there. Boom. Big up to Niall O'Connor every time. How are you, man? How are you? I hope you're keeping well, man. Hope you're keeping very good. All the best, man. Been a while, man. How are you, my friend? Hope all is good with you, man. Hope all is good with you. I just wish Eddie and Frank got together and say the turkey stop with these bloody concerts. Yeah, so do I. Look, you're there for a boxing match. You're not there to listen to Liam Gallagher. You're not there to listen. Who was that guy who did the singing on the Fury Usyk one? Man, that guy looked about as much of a rapper than I. He looked like as much of a rapper as I would. You know, that's what he looked like, and I was like, what on earth is he doing with these bloody concerts? With the money Liam is getting, he could put on another fight. But that's what I say, like, with the amount they're probably paying to stage the concerts, to do them, for the equipment, and then for the performer, you could easily get another 2 shows, or another 2 fights, I should say, on that card. Easily. TNT, AJ is warming up in the hotel. I mean, that, like, that's not ideal preparation. Shock. But, like, warming up in a hotel, really? That's not ideal preparation, lads. I hate to break it, but how does this compare? How do you compare this card so far to the rest of the Saudi cards? It's not been as strong. So the 5v5 was very good. I enjoyed that. Fury Usyk was brilliant. Joshua Ngannou was really good. Dave Reckoning was tremendous. The Fury Ngannou was brilliant. I would say this has probably been. You see, the American show wasn't great. And I'd say it's been better than this, better than the American show, but it's still not great. It's still not been amazing. Oh, they wheel Conor McGregor out there again. Look at that. Ain't that just brilliant? Must be a lack of famous faces, obviously, there, huh? Hotel warming up is just shocking. I mean, like, well, you would hope that the hotel is near there. Because what's the point warming up in the hotel if you're going to get into a flipping car and then you're going to drive all the way to the Wembley Arena? By the time you get there, like, and thank you to Toasted, what a name, my guy, the Toasted Sandwich. How about that? Well, legend. Went down the pub and they're playing golf. What? Guess I'm back home listening to G-Man's live stream for the 3rd night, or the 3rd fight in a row. You get my beer money. See that right there? And that's what you call that. That's a true G. I'm getting his beer money. Well, I appreciate that. Why would you play golf in a pub when you have a show like this on? Like, the Wembley changing rooms are the size of a bloody house. Doesn't need to warm up in a hotel. That's what I was thinking. Has everyone else enjoyed the card so far? It's not been terrible. It's been alright. I've enjoyed it. But yeah, like, if that's true, that makes no sense. So there is hotels, because I've been there. I know what it looks like. There's hotels as you walk up Wembley Way. There's a couple of them. There's Novotels, there's Premier Inns, there's other ones like that, and they're all nice hotels. But you're not going to be staying there. you're going to be staying not too far from Wembley, but you're going to be staying in a hotel wherever. That's near driving distance. Okay. Why on earth would you warm up in the hotel, drive all the way to Wembley, wherever you're from? Let's say it's a 10-minute drive. I mean, you're not going to be, the warm up is pointless. You may as well not do it at all. You know, the sun, the moon are the same size as Nessa's Elias. All right. Did you hear about the Golden Boy Saudi card? Oh my God. These guys, honestly, I'm gonna have to give someone a wrench, like a moderate. I'm gonna have to moderate someone to log in and flip and delete these comments, because that's not even, I don't know how they keep coming in there. Like, it's not even funny. It's like every time I look, it's like another one, and you're just like, seriously? Where are all these? Non-made casual will still talk about him being third time lucky. At least someone going to enjoy the concert. Yeah, at least someone will. Someone probably. I'm sure there's loads out there who would love the show. But yeah, man, holy crap! The amount of people, or the amount of those bot channels, always bots on Fight Night. Yeah. They seem to have stopped on the videos, because I know with me, Hatman, Ade, and a few others, you would literally log on, you do a video, you'd upload it, and after like 15 seconds, you've got 3 comments, and you're thinking, oh, okay, and then you're like, oh, the bots, brilliant, flipping brilliant. They seem to have stopped with them. I don't even know where they get them from, but they seem to have slowed down a little bit with that. Conor talks, looks, and acts like a something. Yeah, Conor McGregor is yeah. I remember the first time I seen him, McGregor, I think it was 2013. And I just remember looking and thinking, this guy just has something off about him. Like, just really dodgy about him. And I never warmed to him. And I think I was proven right, because the people who did, they've all come back and been like, yeah, we don't like him now. It's like, well, look, you know, you could see what he was going back a couple of years ago, a decade ago. You know, the guy's a complete scumbag. But, you know, some people just seem to like him. I don't know why, but, you know, maybe it's the old saying, birds of a feather flock together. It's like the Tyson Fury fans. You're just like, how can you like a guy who lies as much as Fury? And I got a video just reacting to his IFL interview. There we go again. Boom. I actually don't think I can even block them on the iPhone, to be honest with you. I think I have to actually click on the actual link to do it. But either way, we are nearing the main event. We are nearing it. They're talking to Darren Barker, Todd Grisham, Michael Stone, Barry Jones, the commentary team. I reckon the next 20 minutes, the guys will be in the ring. At least you can tell Tyson is more... I mean, that really does sum up how bad McGregor is, when someone like Tyson Fury has more integrity. And I agree with you. And Tyson Fury has very little, but he is more than McGregor. That really sums it all up, doesn't it? I hope so. These breaks are long and painful. See, it's only ever... They've been good tonight with the card. Because you got to bear in mind, like, every fight on this card has gone the distance apart from Hamzah Sheeraz. So if we'd seen more knockouts, I mean, God only knows what they'd be trying to do to kill the void and kill the time. But I do... What's your opinion been on some of these scorecards? Yeah. He is a... They've been... The Joshua Boatsy one was awful. Isn't Conor and Fury almost the same character? Listen, I wouldn't like to have a drink with either of them. But if my life depended on it, and the fate of the world depended on it, I'd sooner sit down and have a drink with Tyson Fury than I ever would with Conor McGregor. Sooner would with him. So Joshua is in Wembley Stadium now. but he's only getting his hands taped. People, they're talking about having them in the ring in the next half hour. Now, you got to bear in mind as well, right? And I should point this out. How long will the ring walks take? Shouldn't take that long, but you know they do these big, extravagant ring walks and this, that, and this, and that, and this, and that. I wonder, is he going to be on I'm a Celebrity? He was getting booed early on. That's probably because there's still people are sore at him over the Molly May situation, which goes to show, I mean, that made breaking news on Sky News. And I kid you not, that made breaking news on Sky News. I'll just say it one more time. Tommy Fury and Molly May split was breaking news on Sky News. It must have been a major slow news day. It must have been a major bad day at the office in Sky News when that's being broken as breaking news. Yeah, Joshua's ring walks, they take a long ass time. They really do. So you got to figure we've got 3 songs from Liam Gallagher, and he will draw those songs out. He will drag them out. It's reported Joshua had an issue pre-fight. Could you elaborate? If you know roughly what it is, we're on a planet of children. Where are the adults? I've heard that saying many a time, and it's true. Where are the adults? They've gone the way of the dodo bird, it seems. Tail of the tape. But see, this is the weird one, right? So they're showing now the tail of the tape, which to me, this is kind of like, we're getting the fight ready to go. But, I still think we're a good 20 minutes away from both guys. And they're going to probably do the anthems. Now, and the good thing, they're both British, so they'll just do God Save the Queen and that'll be that. But they'll probably do the anthems as well. And they'll definitely do the Saudi anthem as well. He fell out of the bat. I mean, I doubt that. What a tragedy when Tommy and Molly broke up. Your personal, that. Yeah. Honestly, that was, I couldn't believe it. When I went on to X and I was like, they're breaking this as though it was something mega. It's nothing of the sort. Quickly stepped away, thought the fight was about to start. What's the weather like in Ireland? It's been dull all day today. Just a dull, grey day, but no rain. So that's something. Been dull and grey, but no rain. I'll take it. I heard he fell out of the shower, not the bat. I shouldn't laugh, but okay. I mean, really? I doubt that. God Save the Queen, or God Save the King. I'm just used to hearing it. I always thought that was just the name of the anthem, but yeah, God Save the King. It's Mr. Tampon now. So yeah, it's God Save the King. No, I don't think he fell out with it. I think that's BS. Hey, that's a lot of weight to fall on. Yeah, it is a lot. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. That is what they say, isn't it? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Have you ever visited Longford? My family lived there. I know they're not thinkers. I've never visited Longford. It's a county that's not high on my list, to be honest with you. If Turkey pulls the Joshua Fury fight off, who do you have? I would take Anthony Joshua to win that fight. Points, stoppage, either or, probably points, late stoppage. But I would be taking Anthony Joshua to win that fight. For me, that's who I'd be having winning that fight. Whoa, 20 quid. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. 20 quid, man. Jesus, we're up to like 50 quid tonight. Holy crap. Feeling heartbroken. The person I wanted to be with can't be with me. Came here to let off some steam and listen to the match analysis. Well, mate, I hope you're all good. Listen. I'll give you some advice. Right? Don't worry about these things. Life is too short to worry about those kind of things. I would always say to anybody struggling in that situation, and this might sound a little bit harsh or something like that, but I would always say just focus on things you didn't like about that person. And just think, do you know what? I don't have to deal with that now. I don't have to deal with that. And I'm telling you now, it will help. There's nothing worth feeling heartbroken over, especially if it's a person. It's not worth it, man. life carries on, the earth still moves. You might feel shit, but there's no point. There's Liam Gallagher there. Just thought I'd chuck that in there. But there's no point worrying, man. There's no point. So we get the Liam Gallagher performance. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Oh, this is gonna be brilliant. We get to listen to. Yeah. We get to listen to Liam Gallagher, aren't we so lucky? I wonder what songs he is gonna do. I'm betting he's gonna do Wonderwall and that other song, which I think, Don't Look Back in Anger. And I don't know what the last one will be. But he'll do those two, definitely. Anytime, mate. Anytime, man. 100%, man. Don't worry. And as I said, man, I've been in that situation where it's not worked out with someone and you feel crap and stuff like that. But genuinely, when it happens, you do feel that way. But then, you need to focus your mind on something else, whether it be going for a run, whether it be training or something like that. You need to do that, but you also need to focus on, as I said, things you didn't like. Because I remember a couple of years ago, one of the very few girls I ever dated who was actually born and raised in the Republic. So I've gone out with some girls from Belfast, but never an Irish girl. I say never I have. But I know her a couple of years ago. It didn't work out. And I was a bit down, but then I was kind of like, do you know what? There was a lot of things about her, a lot, I didn't like. And I was like, do you know what? I don't have to deal with that now. And the more I look back, the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking, like, why did I ever date that girl in the first place? Because there was, and then you realize that actually, do you know what? You weren't really that badly, you know what I mean? Like, you were never that really into that person. When it happened, when you finish with that person, you're kind of like, oh crap. But then you're like, you know what? It was good for me. It needed to happen. And you grow as a person. I'm telling you, you do. So don't worry about it, mate. Enjoy the boxing. Hopefully you'll enjoy my commentary. I'm low-key hoping that there's a big, big dramatic moment so I can just jump out of my seat. Because people really like that, and I'm not going to lie. I don't even plan them. It's just when it happens and it's so sudden, you're just like, fuck! And that's how it is. So hopefully you do that, you'll enjoy it, man. KO Kid, big up to you. G-Man getting flashbacks to his boyfriend. Definitely not the boyfriend, man. Definitely don't float that way. 110% it's the opposite way. 110%. But yeah. And yeah. So if nothing else happens, oh, here we go, lads. Is it right? So is he gonna do? So are we actually getting the fight? And big up to James from Scotland. All right, so let's listen.
There are superstars, and then there are legends.
Okay. That was a tease. All right, now back to the salute the G-Man. Thank you, mate. That was when Michael Buffer was there, I was like, no way, no, it's ring time. No, it's not. No, it's not. Like, brilliant. Dubois. Look, I've nothing against Liam Gallagher. Nothing against them. But we want to listen. We don't want to listen to it. We want to watch the fight. What song is he singing, by the way? What song is he singing, lads? I'm sorry. I think Liam Gallagher is absolute rubbish. I've never been a fan of Oasis. Man, I would not be doing karaoke if you paid me. Not a flipping hope, man. Not a hope would I be doing karaoke. I remember once, right? And you know what, right? It's just sometimes you find it so hard you just can't lie. I remember there was a girl. I actually met her in London, and we met and we had a little chat. And we actually agreed. This was one of those I was over there covering a fight. We actually agreed to go for a little bit of food the next day. So I was thinking, okay, man. I was like, all right, look, this is gonna be good, right? And she asked me, and I make a thing. I never talk about the channel. Unless I'm really kind of looking at a girl and thinking this could go somewhere. I never bring up the channels. You say, why are you in London? And I was like, I'm going to an event and stuff like that. I didn't tell her like the ins and outs, right? That was fine. So she says, do you have any hobbies? I was like, boxing. And I was like, what about you? And she goes, singing. I'm like, oh, okay. That's something, I'm like, what do you sing? And she goes, well, there's a place in South London where it's like a little studio she was talking about. She goes, I go in there now and again and I sing, and do you want to hear some of the things she has? Because they recorded and as the video recorded her and the keyboardist, and then they sing it. And I was like, okay, yeah, cool. She done a rendition of Pink. You know the song, what's the song called? Who Knew? And it was so out of tune and so bad. She was like, was that good? And I just said, I couldn't. This is one occasion where I was like, I liked the girl, but I was like, I can't lie. I just said no. And it was just, she's like, was it good? And I just, no. Because it was not good. Like, when you hear, I sound like Simon Cowell here, but like, when you talk about out of tune and just, I was like, no, that wasn't good at all. Needless to say, I've not spoken to the girl since then. And that was about, what, over a year ago? So, yeah. Sometimes it was honestly like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't turn around and be like brilliant. I think it was the bluntness that really that really killed off any momentum I had. It was going grand. She's like, was it good? And I just couldn't. No. And you know me, a proper no. But yeah, so there's a little story to kill while we listen. While we don't listen, I have the music turn right the way down. Tell the truth, G-Man. You didn't like it. You loved it. Hell to the no, man. And it was Pink. I don't like her music anyway. Don't like her as a person. She comes across as a bit of a you-know-what. So yeah, it wouldn't be me. By the way, there's 142 in the building. There's 142 of you guys in the building. I've only 107 likes. And if you haven't already, do please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. I love seeing the numbers go up, and I can't help it. I love seeing the numbers go up. And once Liam Gallagher is done, and please don't drag this out, we will look at that right there, right? Just look at that right there, right? How much did Turkey pay to get that set there? How much did he pay Liam Gallagher? Whatever he paid him, you could have put that money into this show. You could have got more fights on. You maybe could have done more 50-50 fights. But no, hell to the no. And look, you see fans walking to get there. They're obviously not walking out, but walking to get their refreshments. I mean, this is boxing. They're here to watch Joshua Dubois. No one is there to see Liam Gallagher. I'm loving the DAZN teddy bear behind you. Oh, you mean the glove? Yeah. Ade gave me it. It was a gift. So Ade gave me this as a gift. I've never fought in it. I think it's a 16 ounce. In fact, it's definitely a 16 ounce, judging by the feel. Yeah, it is a 16 ounce. I've never actually hit a bag with it. I've got a pair of fly gloves, are the ones I use. I've had them for years. And it's Velcro. I don't really like Velcro gloves. I like the lace-up gloves. But, yeah. DAZN. Boom. What platform are you watching this on? There you go. That's the one. But yeah, the Bulls. Man, I've told you. And see, here's the thing. The UK fans, I know a lot of UK fans who travel to Saudi, but, they're going to probably be more behaved. They will tell you they're here to see a fight. They're not here to see Liam Gallagher. They're here to see a fight. It's like, could you imagine, perfect example, could you imagine the other way around? You pay however much money to go and watch Oasis. You're getting ready and you're like, man, the Oasis reunion. Let's go, we're Oasis reunion. Who are these fuckers? Having a boxing match. We didn't pay to see this. Bro, boxing doesn't need AJ. It's not 2016. Jesus, that was a bad year in boxing as well, by the way. 2016, you brought back some memories there. That was a really bad, well, I wouldn't say it was a really bad year in boxing. And that was kind of, was Noah Gallagher there? Is it a reunion? I kind of know what Noah Gallagher looks like. He's not there, is he? I kind of know what he looks like. He's older than Liam. I know that. But, yeah. What song is he playing now, guys? I'm not going to, because even with music, do you know one thing I hate? Well, I don't hate it, but it's always a worry. If you're ever at like a weigh-in or you're ever at like a press conference, you're interviewing someone and you're always worried because it's picking up the music playing in the background and you're always like, oh, please no. Thoughts on Daniel Ricciardo being forced out? Well, look, he's not been performing this season. Is that official? Is he gone? I expected more from him, to be honest with you. I really did this season, and there's not been enough out of him. Is he officially gone from Red Bull, or is that official? Because I was watching it today and I didn't actually see anything. As a big fan of Max Verstappen, it's not been the easiest lately. Although I do like seeing McLaren get back to winning ways. I always liked McLaren as well, but I'm a big Max Verstappen fan. I'm going to say this: he'll go to Aston Martin in 2026, 100%. 100. He's leaving Red Bull. The good times are gone, I think. If he fell out of the shower with Anthony Joshua. Good one, man. But yeah, Moses is overtated. You mean overrated? I'm assuming. Overrated. I don't think he is. I think Atelma is a very, very good talent. I think he'll be around for men. Well, he's only a kid, really. He's not even 20 yet. I am a Man United fan. I am a fan of Man United. I'm hoping to go to an away game this season. As in an away game, in London. Hope to get tickets. I was hoping to go to... I might still be able to get to the West Ham game, but... Yeah, West Ham against United, because I don't live too far in London, the place I'll be staying. It's not too far from West Ham Stadium. So yeah. Pre-falling out. I love it. I love that. That's a great comment. Pre-falling out the shower, AJ, was brilliant. Oh man, please, just... I'm hoping they're near done. I'm hoping now they're near done. It's now... Right, we should be in the ring in the next 10 minutes. I'm hoping they're near done. I can tell your username. Yeah, Stratford. Yeah. We good. I think look, the last move, because it really didn't. Yeah, do I like Stratford? Yeah, I like it enough to live in it. Yeah, no, I do like Stratford. I do. It's not the place where I want to settle in London, if you know what I mean. Like, I would love to live more central, but I would say Stratford for the next year or two is perfect for me. I would love more central, like kind of... I'd love like Farringdon, somewhere like that. That'd be nice. I've been there. It's lovely. I'd love somewhere like that, but the prices there are insane. Like, I mean insane. So that's a little bit off, but I'd love somewhere like Farringdon, Westminster. I love there. But Stratford is really good. Stratford is a good place. I would say that if you were looking to set up in London and you didn't quite know where to go, I would say go Stratford, because there's so much in it. It's got, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, it has the best train system in London. So it has the Elizabeth line, the Central, the Jubilee, the Overground. It has the most trains. Where are you now, G Wizzle? I'm back home in Dublin, man. I flipping... God almighty, these fucking things. I'm back home in Dublin for the next 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks, while I sort out this flat, which we are sorting out, which we pretty much are over the line with. But I'm home in Dublin until then. In Dublin, G-man, everyone I spoke to hates McGregor. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. You pretty much summed it up there. But yeah, I'm in Dublin. I'm back in Swords until next week's my birthday, and then the following weekend. I could go over the following weekend, but I have a funeral to go to on the Saturday. So I'm going to go over on the Monday, and then we are Stratford based properly this time. Hopefully. Yeah, I've heard the Irish don't like McGregor. Yeah, he's not a likable character at all. Not likable. Hope life is good, man. Are you pursuing this full time? I couldn't live off it full time, mate. If I wanted to stay in Dublin, I probably could. But I want to be at more events. Me and Ade have talked about doing videos, a lot more videos together. And there's opportunities that are there that I just know I'm missing out on because I'm based in Dublin. And I know it's not hard to get to London, but for someone to turn around and say, "Oh, can you do like a video with me tomorrow?" Oh yeah, I'll see flights. Oh, you have to fly. Yeah, I forgot about that. Whereas if you say to someone, "Oh, could you do a video with me tomorrow?" Oh yeah. I'll get the train. In 15 minutes on a train. Oh, perfect, done. See ya. It's just easier. Go to the Matchroom headquarters, knock on the door, demand an interview. Demand an interview. I'm sure I could get an interview pretty easily with Eddie Hearn, to be fair. How does Boxing Fix referee the How does Boxing Fix referee holding them accountable doesn't fix anything? Doesn't fix anything. Well, apparently they are trying to introduce that replay system. I'm skeptical about it, but if it does help, if it does overrule decisions, but like here's the thing, right? Imagine you rule a knockdown, it's not a knockdown. Like, I'll give you an example, right? You look at Joseph Parker, Dylan White. If you had, we'll call it VAR. If you had VAR for that second round, you'd see that the knockdown was a head clash. So it shouldn't have been ruled a knockdown, right? So you could go and give Joseph Parker that round and say, oh, the head clash, we're reversing it. It's not a knockdown, so Joseph Parker now wins the round. He's still flipping dazed from the head clash. It's not like football where you're like, oh, you've gone 1-0 down, VAR reversed it, we're back to the playing field. He's still flipping, seeing stars. So what good is that? Or, that knockdown was when he hit him on the break. All right, good job. We've reviewed it. It was on the break. No problem. No knockdown. Where am I? What's going on? The damage is done, so. Suburbs of London is good transport link. For example, you can get from Wembley Park Station to the central 15 minutes on the Met line. I've never taken the Metropolitan line, and when I'm over there, one thing I will be saying is if there's shows or press conferences in Wembley, I am going to have to really think hard about going to them, because Stratford to Wembley is not easy. It's one train, but it's 20 odd stops. It takes an hour to get from Stratford to Wembley and then an hour back. It's not an easy train ride, to say the least. It's really not. And I've done that. I've done the a train ride from Stratford. I've done it on more than one occasion from Stratford to Wembley. Not fun. Not fun. I would not be recommending doing it. It's not an easy train ride, to say the least. Jubilee straight, yeah. Jubilee straight from Stratford. Jubilee terminates at Stanmore, and I think Wembley Park is 4 stops before Stanmore. So, yeah, you get that, but it's not as long. It's long. Yeah, Liam Gallagher is done, thank God. Thoughts on Norris, Piastri, Team Watergate? That's just bad management from McLaren. That's just really bad management from McLaren. Like, why put the guy in a better strategy that's going to go ahead of the guy you want to win? At least Piastri, I knew as soon as I saw he was on the front row for that, I was like, he's going to win that race. Because Piastri, Norris has been more impressive this season, but I think Piastri has the higher ceiling. So if you're talking about next season, who do I think will be world champion? I would back Piastri. I think he's more talented than Norris. And Norris is good, but I think Piastri is super talented. Yeah, well, so far we're all right. I would take top 4. Top 4, and look, if we win a bit of silverware, happy days, but I'll take top 4. Eventually, I'd love to go America for a little bit, as in not to stay, obviously, but yeah, I'd love to do a show over there. I'd love to do one in Boston, because I'd love to go Boston. Love to see Boston. You don't really see big shows over there. Demetrius Andre headlined a few shows in the Boston Gardens. What am I drinking? Just River Rock water. That's the height of my Saturday night. We just sit here sipping away on a bottle of water. The drink of kings, man. The drink of kings. So that's what I'm drinking, yeah. Just pure water from the tap. The good thing about where I am in Swords is that we really clean, good tap water. So, I mean, you can drink it. Of course, Boston, nothing but Irish there. What happened to the Dr. Pepper? like, I love Dr. Pepper, but I don't try not to drink fizzy drinks too much. You know, so I'm staying off the fizzy drinks for at least for a little while. And in the UK, you love Dr. Pepper over there because you get that in most places. It's harder. Like, Dr. Pepper's not hard to get here, but you can't just go into like a restaurant and be like, oh yeah, Dr. Pepper, boom, there you go. Unfortunately. But yeah, Dr. Pepper is nice. It's nice, man. It's nice. But nah, tonight is just water. Simple as. What do you think of the fancy promoters, or pretty promos Turkey has the boxers do? So I like them. I think that's a slightly weaker promo, the one that they've done for this one in comparison to others. I think the best one was the match in Queensbury. That was the best. Best. But I like them. Isn't Boston a ghetto now? Not that I've heard. You know, not that I've heard, man. Not that I've heard. Oh, didn't mean to click on that, mate. Sorry. I hope I haven't banned you, though. I haven't banned you. I read somewhere the US has protection guidelines over Dr. Pepper. Really? Didn't it originate in the US? Are never allowed. What's that? Dr. Pepper, Coke, Pepsi are never allowed to buy Dr. Pepper. Okay, that's interesting. All right, I think we're nearly at ring walk time. Thank God. Turkey a la sheep being shown there. 160 in the building if you haven't already. Hit the like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Love seeing those numbers go up. I'd love to get close to 300 or 400 by the end, because we're 60 off. I doubt we'll get the full 60 in this video, but maybe by the end of the evening we could be on the 400, man. You never know. Boston's actually very nice. It's an underrated city. Yeah, I'd love to go there. Love to go there. I'd love to go to Florida too. They're the two. Well, I'd more so rather the Keys. I'd love to go to the Keys, and I'd love to go to Boston. Those two places in particular. They're the places I'd like to see in the States. The Keys just look amazing. And yeah, I'd like to go Boston. New York doesn't really have that appeal. New York, Haney got a ticket in the end. They're singing Sweet Carolines. Finally. But we've only got 2 anthems to sit through this time. We normally have 3. So you'll get the British national anthem and the Saudi national anthem. That's it. Is anyone who likes all the music and strange video clip stuff? I think that the promos are alright, but it's the music that's just like, ugh. If you could see any American fighter fight live, who would it be? He's not American, but Canelo. But if it was just an American, Boots every day. Because I just know Canelo was set up in America. So it'll be over 2 hours from last fight to one. Well, near enough. I mean, it is a bit... Listen, I went live an hour and 23 minutes ago, judging by the timer up here. Hamzah Sheeraz versus Tyler Denny was over after about 10 minutes. I was thinking this live would be over in an hour. And they have managed to kill a flipping hour, or make us wait a flipping hour from the co-main to an hour, or from the co-main to now. Sweet Caroline is overused. I don't mind them doing it for this, but they should really reserve it, because they seem to do it every fight now. It should really only be reserved for the big fights. Really should only be reserved for that one. Canelo fight weeks are insane. He had about 10k at his weigh-in alone. Yeah, I would love to go to a Canelo fight week. I'd say it'd be flipping epic. Thomas, aren't you from the UK? It's obviously aimed at someone else. I definitely am from the UK. And my name isn't Thomas. But yeah, Canelo fight weeks look insane. I'd say it must be mega. And the thing is, I think Canelo is probably nearing the... I'd say we've got about 3 or 4 fights left of him. So if I'm going to do it, I got to get a move on and try and do it as quick as I can. My God, come on. Yep. You think Turkey is here to stay? I would say he probably is. You know, he seems to... The problem with Turkey is he doesn't really seem to... he gets the boxing to an extent, but he doesn't get the fans. And I think with some, he's just trying to make fights that are just completely unrealistic. Like, it's not even to do with the fact that this guy's network and this is like, mate, you're talking about fighters that are like 2 weights apart. You're never gonna get in the fight. You know, mentioning things like Tank anyway. What's the point in doing that? That's a stupid fight. Why would he have to go up 3-4 weight divisions? This is stupid. Love the boxing videos. You're going to be huge soon. Ah, man, I hope so, man. I hope you're right. I hope that is a prediction that comes to fruition, man. Thank you for the $2, man. I appreciate that very much. Asher56. Man, I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that greatly. That is dollars. Yeah, that's definitely dollars. I appreciate that greatly. $2, man. It's actually been a good live, man. I think we've cleared about 50 or so quid in this. So we've done well, man. There are people out there who do like 5 hours of like pizza delivery on a Friday night and come out with 60 quid. I'm sitting here talking boxing for the last hour, come out with the same. Boom. That's what you do. I don't have to spend any money on fuel either. So there you go. But I'm just looking forward to getting the main event and just get talking. How close are we? They're still singing. Okay. They are still singing. They ain't gonna. That's the joy of joys, huh? We do love the wait. We absolutely love the wait. The anticipation is just endless. It really is. But look, we will get there. 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 There are girls on OF making less than you. There you go. They're on OF. So I have no sympathy for them if they're making less than me. Probably right with that, actually, to be fair. Okay, Michael Buffer now has the mic. Now, I wonder who will enter first. It should be Joshua. Well, let's have a listen. They're still singing. Okay. Still wait. Okay, I thought they were teasing us there. They were like, Michael Buffer was there. I was like, oh, yeah, no, we're still waiting. Crawford follows Turkey like a groupie. Crawford has literally got one foot out the door. Turkey is going to give him arguably his biggest payday ever if he can get Canelo to agree to it. The stadium looks packed now. It genuinely does. Yeah, waiting the last hour, Buffer. The last hour we've been waiting for this. Let's just hope the ring walks are not an age. Let's just hope. The purple, see, I like purple. That's BS. Why is Dubois entering first? That's BS. Defending champion enters first. No, you shouldn't be entering first. I don't agree with that. I think that's unfair. I think you're a champion, you enter second. Do you get the over? No. I still have to pay. So this live has recouped it. I've recouped it. Whether you move to the UK should be in the next 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Should be in the next 3 weeks. I'm here for the next 2, and the following week it's a gonzo. Disagree, the cash cow enters second. No, it's always been the champion enters first. The champion always enters second. Irrespective. The champion should enter second. That should always be the way. It should always be the way. Usyk entered second when he was champion against Joshua, so it should always be the way. So, and now we're getting a big thing of fireworks or pyro. But yeah, the champion should enter first, or should enter second, 110%. Oh God, fancy dances for Dubois. Yeah, listen, I've just always been, when it comes to the main event, the build up, everything, I just want to get it on. You know, you're just like, let's go. Most people are trying to get out of central London. Well, I don't plan on staying there my whole life. It's, for now, it's the place I need to be for the channel to get a few places, to get places where I need to go. that's where I need to be for the next year or two. It sure as hell will not be the end goal is not to stay there. Let him enjoy this one moment. AJ will probably have 50 pyro dancers. Yeah, AJ's ring walk is going to be long. It's going to be long. Full champion after Alexander Usyk vacated the belt. That's why they put that caveat down there as well. Was the official champ? I thought, no. Dubois is the official champ, man. I think I said it in one of my previews that AJ, all his 2 previous world title wins have come against short reigning champions. Martin was a short reigning champion, as was Andy Ruiz. Not a good omen for Dubois. But Dubois, to his credit, looks focused. Does look fairly focused. So I think this is going to be I think he'll give as good as he gets. They have an hour to get this done. Now, you have to remember as well, right? It's nearly 10 a.m. or nearly 10 p.m. They've got that curfew on for 11 o'clock, and Wembley are saying they're going to switch lights off if they ain't done that by 11 p.m. So maybe that will mean they'll speed up the Joshua. It might even mean that they might even bin the national anthems. Might mean they'll speed things up a little bit. I mean, I hope they do, because it can get like, you know, when you want this fight, you see these moments, you're just like, please, let's go. Let's get it done. You know, let's get into it. But I suspect this is there goes the fireworks. They do a good event. Like, it is a good spectacle. It is a good event. And I guess someone said it in the charity, like, Dubois, yeah, he has his moment. It's his big moment. Coming in there as champion, fireworks, pyro, everything. Imagine Daniel Dubois in 2020, I think it was the York Hall, with no fans, stopped by Joe Joyce. If you had told me he'd be headlining Wembley Stadium as IBF champion against Anthony Joshua, I would have laughed. Dubois by KO, you heard it here first. Username 1 says that it will be a KO win for Daniel Dubois. I don't think it will, but I'm happy to be proven wrong, mate. I am absolutely 100% happy for me to be proven wrong if that is the case. Again, I don't think it will. I genuinely don't think it will, but if I'm happy to be proven wrong, 110%. If I'm wrong, so be it. But I just don't think it will. Good man, welcome to the home of boxing. I hope you receive a warm welcome, mate. Good to have a boxing man here. Thank you, my friend. London is the home of boxing. It's where all the major channels are based. It's where all the interviewers are based. Where most of the events happen. I gotta be there. I'd put 50 quid on AJ, so Dubois will probably win. I think, what odds did you get on the 50 quid? And thank you to Tom Puddlefoot. Thank you, my man. Let's get ready to rumble, G-man. Tom, thank you for the £20. There you go. £20, man. That's mad. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. Let's go, lads. Let's get ready to rumble, as Michael Buffer would say. 20 quid. Look at that. Riding on it. Man, it's rolling in. Am I going to join a gym? Yeah, so there was a gym I did train at. I got a day pass for. East Village Gym in Stratford. But apparently that's I know it's closed. So there's 2 other gyms I'm looking at. There's an Active Fitness, which is, I think is that what it's called, Active Fitness or something like that, which looks all right. But I'm not too far from the Copper Box. In fact, I'm literally a 5-minute walk from the Copper Box. And there's a gym called Lee Valley, I think is a gym, which looks really good. And it's about a 5-minute walk from the flat. So I'm probably going to, I've always said, with gyms, don't just sign up. Get a day pass, go in, have a feel, have a look around, just see how it feels, see what the equipment is like, and then decide. But that looks good. Will I travel to shows outside London? Yes, if it made sense. Like, I'd love to go to a show in Newcastle. So I would just hop on the train and go to Newcastle for a show. But it would have to make logical sense, sort of way. So it would have to be a decent. I wouldn't go Newcastle for a Josh Kelly show or something like that. It would have to be a decent enough show. but I would do like Newcastle. I would do like Birmingham is easy to get to from London, easy. So I do Birmingham. Manchester, yeah, I do, depending on the show. I'd love to do a southern show, like Bournemouth, because I'm a southerner in the, like, I'm not, but I'm from Ireland, obviously, but you know what I mean? Like, I love the south of the UK, so I'm a real southerner in that regard. You can go to the York Hall. York Hall is 2 stops on the Central Line. It's Mile End and then York Hall. So you get on a Stratford, Mile End, York, or Bethnal Green. It's not York Hall, it's Bethnal Green, but you know what I mean. No, I'm not going to Dixon versus Harper. No way. Even if I was in the UK, I wouldn't be going to that. If I was in the UK, well, I might try and get to Cattrall versus Prograis. I'll try and get to that one. I probably will do that one. And I'm going to probably try and get to Edwards versus Gallagher fight. It's only in Birmingham. I'll try and do those two. They're 2 fights that I'd like to do. They're 2 fights that I'd like to go to. But yeah, the London shows, I would do the London shows. I pick and choose them carefully, because when you're doing what I do, which is the YouTube end and the reviews, it could work out better for the growth of the channel and, quite frankly, financially, to actually just, like, I'll give you an example, right? I could have went to Joe Joyce versus Derek Chisora, but I did a watch along and did a review, and I got more growth and more views and more everything than I probably would have if I went to the show and done interviews. You know, so you have to kind of think about it like that. In that regard, you have to kind of weigh it up. Now with Cattrall Prograis and with Edwards versus Yafai, it's probably much of a muchness. So, you know, I'd be happy to go to either or, right? To me, it's much of a muchness with those two. For a show like this, 100% you're better off, like, as you see by the super chats that came in, 110% you're better off doing the watch along, doing this. So you have to be smart with it, you know? I mean, my channel is not interview based primarily. It's not like IFL. So with them, obviously, and even with them, you know, their views are way down compared to what they used to be. So, you know, you have to weigh it up in that regard. You have to kind of think of it like from a business end. But a Cattrall Prograis and Edwards Yafai, you know, a Magnificent Seven show, something like that. Yeah, 100%. I'd love to go and do them. I'd love to go and, like, I'll probably go to, or I'm trying to get a pass for O'Hara versus Adam Azim. For the simple reason it is literally a 5-minute walk from the flat. Like, it is literally 5 minutes from the flat. So it's walking distance. And I know the Copper Box. I've been there. It's nice. So I'll be trying to do that. And then, yeah, that would make sense. And then you can just run back to the hotel, or you can run back to the flat and be like, boom, video, done. What do I think about Vladimir Klitschko? He doesn't get the respect he deserves. Long reigning champion in a weak era, it has to be said. But a talent, like, Vladimir was so talented, but it was so frustrating seeing him fight the way he did, and always wanting these silly little advantages. That was what was frustrating the whole time with Klitschko. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't speak that highly of him in comparison to other people, because one, he didn't have the greatest of opposition to fight, certainly in his prime. And then he had these, you know, you used to use these gloves, spongy canvases, all this. You're fighting guys who, for the most part, are overmatched anyway. Why do you need all these extra advantages? You know? So I think that he didn't do himself any favors at all. And he is so talented, he didn't need any of those advantages whatsoever. Are they going to do the anthems? AJ is going to light Dubois up, I think. Alashik. Beyond nervous. Let's go, AJ. Beyond nervous. I don't really. So yeah, we are getting the anthems. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I don't. Do you know what it is, mate? I don't get nervous for fights anymore. I think in the last 8 years, 2 fights I've actually felt like proper, like, you know, nervous for. And the first one was the first one was Joshua Klitschko. The second one was Fury Usyk. And I didn't think I would get nervous for a fight again. But like I'm looking at this and I'm kind of like, yeah, like I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy about it. But it's like, you know, it's yeah. Oh, rain just started outside. I was listening and I was like, listen to that rain. I don't know if you can hear that. It's absolutely chucking it down. It was actually fine all day today. There was no rain all day. And now it's absolutely chucking it down, literally out of the blue. Oh my God, I forgot. I haven't liked any of these super chats. Apologies if I haven't got around to liking your super chat, but there they are. They're like there. Big up to Lee inside the distance, man. I think you got about 20 or so subs, man. I'm look at not the numbers I was hoping to get you, but at least it's something, man. Yeah, Fury, Turkey Al-Sheikh at the Matchroom Queensbury show. They said that he was interviewed by Ada, and he even said that was special, and it was. That was really special. There was something different about Fury Usyk. That was special. I had that feel to it, and it was a special fight. It was a special night. It was honestly, it was amazing. It was brilliant. So that was one where I think even people like me, who I've seen that much boxing over the last 10, 12 years. I've just almost gone numb to the big fights. I look forward to them, but in terms of, you know, being nervous or anxious, no. That did it. That fight brought it back out, and it just had me. Look, it was phenomenal. It had me on the edge of my seat. It was amazing to watch, and it's kind of sad in a way because will we get that kind of feel to a bit? Like I know they're going to rematch in December, but will it be the same? I don't necessarily think it will. I hope it will, but I don't think it will. But Michael Buffer is about to do the intros. 10 o'clock. Not bad going. It's normally nearly midnight till we get these Saudi shows on. Of the world. Okay. So, the intros are about to happen, and yeah, in the next minute or so, we will be fighting. It's going to be good. This is going to be a good fight. Dubois is going to shock the world. I doubt very much he will. But I'm looking for AJ. Looks proper stoic in there, doesn't he? He just looks like, you know, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I like what I'm saying. This is going to be good. This is going to be really, really good. Frank Warren, AJ looks warmed up. He's got a sweat going, so, man. Dubois, let's go. And still, I can already hear Dubois was never good anyway comments. No, Dubois had a good run of form. He's talented. He can punch. He's strong. Be a decent win for Joshua, to be fair. Lost to a peak Joe Joyce. And he got beat by Usyk, who doesn't lose to Usyk. He's never been beaten. Beaten Joshua back-to-back, Dubois and Fury. That's a run. 7 a.m. in Tasmania. There you go, man. Early morning start. Parker mentioned he'd like a shot at the winner. He did mention that. Ben Davison in the ring. I seen John Fury is there with Tommy. John Fury, suspiciously quiet still. Never thought I'd hear that. Dubois' jab is going to play a role. I personally believe that. I think his jab will play a role in this fight. The first round is going to be very telling. Crawford said that. The first round is going to be telling. All right, Dubois getting his introduction. The first round is going to be very telling. Don Charles is there. I think that's Don Charles anyway. I would be very, very confident in picking Bacoli in that fight. I don't know how he'd be able to. I don't know how he'd be able to keep Bacoli off him. I do not think AJ looks petrified. He has been there, seen it, and done it before. This is a stage he's unbeaten in. Unbeaten at is Wembley Stadium. I can't see him losing this fight. And I definitely don't think he looks petrified. We shall see, though. We shall see. The fans there. What is different about this fight being in the UK, is the fans are probably about 5-6 pints deep. So they're lively. They're lively. All right. I thought they were actually bringing fighters to the ring. Joshua getting the introduction now. Oh boy. Smash that like button. Man, 172 in the building. And I've got how many likes? 150. So if you haven't already, smash the like button. And if you enjoy the commentary, you think the commentary is good, do please hit subscribe. It really does help me out. It really does help me out. I want to get to 30k as quick as I can. As quick as I can. So please, if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit subscribe. I can't wait to do the commentary. This is going to be flipping epic. I love doing the commentary. This is my favourite part. I love doing this. The referee is about to bring the fighters together. He's about to give them instructions. We are going to be good to go in a few short seconds, lads. I cannot wait for this fight. Let's go. Now we can start buzzing. Touch the gloves. 83% on fan zone think Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua will win this fight. 83%. Big percentage-wise. Both guys staring across from one another, and people, the fight is, I want to be perfect. The fight is on. Let's go. Immediately, Dubois with the jab, letting that jab go. Now, the jab, when Robert Helenius fought Joshua, that jab, and a big jab lands on Anthony Joshua, straight away from Daniel Dubois. The jab did bother Anthony Joshua. It offset him a little bit. And Daniel Dubois has one of the, and again, hits Joshua's big right hand goes in from Daniel Dubois early. And Daniel Dubois straight onto Anthony Joshua. No, he's wasting no time. It's a good jab by Daniel Dubois straight away. Joshua's jab is a lot weaker. It's a lot weaker. He's just pawing that jab out. Daniel Dubois has strength on that jab, and he did snap the head back ever so slightly of Anthony Joshua. So it's a good, lively start from Daniel Dubois. AJ gets hit again. These are big shots going in from Dubois. Good Lord. I was actually thinking it would be AJ who would start the faster, as in he would find the range a lot earlier. Dubois would start fast, but he'd be getting hit a lot. But he needs to look at the right hand there. Joshua lets the right hand go. He needs to be wary of that shot. But this is a good start. It's a good little start by Daniel Dubois. The jab was working very well for him. And he's throwing it to Joshua's body. That's offsetting him. Oh, good Lord. There you go. Hopefully there's not too many of them. But this is a good little start. And straight away, referee is warning Daniel Dubois about the heads. And I said that would happen. I said they want to warn him ASAP. But the jab lands again from Daniel Dubois. Now, Joshua, ever since he got that headbutt from Carlos Takam, he's always, that nose has always bled. Whenever it's been hit repeatedly, it's always bled. Oh, he looked to throw a big right hand in there. Dubois seen it coming. But Dubois' jab is working out very well in this first round. It's been a good start by Dubois, now I have to say. And if Joshua gets even remotely stunned, Dubois is going to jab lands again. It's a very good jab from Daniel Dubois early on. He's winning the jab battle early on, but he takes one there from Anthony Joshua, who is in center ring and looks to land an overhand right, doesn't. Dubois rolls with that shot. Rolls very well with it, actually. But yeah, interesting start. Joshua seems to be kind of a little bit more set there. Does take a little bit of a right hand back to the ropes by Daniel Dubois. Nothing major, nothing to worry about. And again, the heads. The flipping heads, you want to be careful with that. The referee is going to instantly take points off Daniel Dubois, 110%. 30 seconds to go in the first round. Jab lands again by Daniel Dubois. It's a very good jab, a very good start by the Dubois, the champion, defending his title. It's very seldom you see fighters early on against Anthony Joshua actually come. Alexander Usyk is a good example. But an uppercut, a punch I told you would be key in this fight, very nearly landed by Anthony Joshua. But this first round definitely going the way of Daniel Dubois. Both guys swing. Down Joshua. Joshua's down. Holy crap. And he's hurt. He is hurt. Come on. He is hurt. He is actually legit buzzed. Bell's going to ring any second. Oh my God. Oh my God, lads. Holy Christ. Oh my God. He was hurt. Like, he was legit hurt there. Could we be seeing, if he gets stopped early? No way. Lads, let's see this again. Let's see it again, right? Let's see it again. Oh, that was some right hand. Holy crap. Look at this. Boom. Right on the, oh, he's going to, I wonder is a minute enough to recover? That was such a big flush shot he got hit with. 10-8 round for Daniel Dubois, but that was what are the zone doing? They're after, okay. He was hurt there, lads. Holy crap. Round number 2 is underway. Joshua is letting the left hook go straight away. I can't believe that. But Dubois is going to be like a man possessed. He's already backed Anthony Joshua up. He is going to smell blood. He knows he can hurt. That right hand could not have landed any cleaner from Daniel Dubois. And that's what I said. Big puncher is Daniel Dubois. Oh, a left hook. Left hook goes in from Daniel Dubois to the body. He attacks the body. Another one goes in. Oh, big shots are going in. AJ needs to be he's hurt. AJ is hurt in there 110%. Oh my God. And there's still 2.5 minutes left to go here in the round. This makes Usyk look like a god. Man, Usyk had no trouble with Dubois. AJ misses with a right hand, telegraph straight away. Holy Christ. I was not expecting this early. But I know Dubois comes out sharp. He comes out quick. But if Joshua, he's in trouble in this fight. And if he gets through this is going to be a great story. But Dubois is just slowing down a little bit. I say slowing down. He's just taking his foot off the gas ever so slightly. But Joshua's been rocked in there. And Joshua is someone who takes time to recover, and he's not countering. He's just looking to move out of the way. Oh, big jab. That jab nearly took Joshua's head off. Oh, my goodness. That jab nearly took Joshua's head off. My days. Oh, my God. Lord above. What is going on? Another jab lands from Daniel Dubois, and another one. And he looks almost stronger in there. Be careful with the heads, Daniel. Oh, he's reckless there. Referee, get in there. He's reckless with the head. Very reckless. But a minute to go here. He's going to be looking. Oh, another left hook goes in. But that right hand, I can't believe how clean that landed on Anthony Joshua. This is, again, great work from Dubois. And this is energy sapping from Anthony Joshua as well. Jab lands again. Because the energy Dubois is putting in, but the energy Anthony Joshua is using to keep him off, but he leads with a left hook. It just misses. I was not expecting this at all. Good Lord. And Joshua's not really been able to establish anything. He's not been, and he gets hit again with he's taken too many jabs. He's too upright. Way too upright and taking those jabs too much. And they will wear him, and another right hand goes in from Dubois. Heads came together there. Heads definitely came together there. I saw that. But 22 seconds to go here in the second round. And this is about the time when Dubois landed that big overhand right on Anthony Joshua in the end of the first round. He's going to look for another shot. 10 seconds left here in the round. Joshua just boxes on the back foot a little bit, popping the jab out. Dubois probably knows he's won this round. Doesn't need to take any unnecessary risks. And he's not. But good Lord, another jab lands by Daniel Dubois. Holy. Boy, holy Christ. Oof. Well, this caught fire quickly, didn't it? Oh my God. I was not expecting. I'm actually surprised Joshua was as cognizant as he was at the start of the second round, because he really took a big right hand at the end of the first. Let's have a look-see at this. Looked to me as though those right hooks hurt Anthony Joshua. They definitely did. And look at this. They showed that big snapping jab. Snapping the head back of Anthony Joshua. Like, honestly, that was a beautiful jab. He did, Daniel Dubois, take a right hand from Anthony Joshua. But not the most meat on it. Took it well. Round number 3 is underway. And it is definitely 2 rounds in the bank for Daniel Dubois. It has to be. Joshua is now actually on the back foot, but the jab from Dubois is just, Joshua can't read that jab. It's too fast. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, and Joshua takes a right hand that he has to hold. It seems like whenever Dubois lands remotely clean, Joshua is rocked. He looked to land a big right hand there, missed it. But every time Dubois lands a solid shot, Joshua's legs buckle. It's like he just cannot, again, as I said, he's been in with big punchers, but not as punchers who throw as many shots as Dubois. And it's almost like he's not expecting this guy to be able to just throw these shots with so much consistent power. And that's what's happening. And I like what I'm seeing with Joshua when he's standing in the center of the ring, he's using that jab, but he's walking onto too many of Dubois. His jab just isn't, and a big right hand goes in, but it doesn't land flush. If it had landed flush, I'd be saying it's over. But it didn't land flush. But Dubois, he's too easy to hit, is Anthony Joshua in this fight. You know, this is similar to how we fought against Otto Wallin, just keeping it at range, looking to land the counters, looking to land the right hands go. But Daniel Dubois is a different animal altogether to Otto Wallin. And he is every bit as strong up close in the clinches. Every bit as strong. Like Joshua's clinching and he's having a little bit of success, but it's not like I thought it would be. But the jab of Dubois is just so good. And look at that jab. It's just snapping Joshua's head back. And you can only take those jabs but so long. They're so accurate. And Joshua's mouth is open, someone said there, because it's taken a lot of energy to keep Dubois off him as well. You got to remember that. Now, that's a good jab by Anthony Joshua, doubling up on it. And looking to throw that right hand down the pipe, but Dubois sees it coming. And the problem is, he nearly got hit with an uppercut there. But how much sting is on these shots from Anthony Joshua? A minute to go here in round number 3. Good Lord, this has been an intriguing contest to say the least, as we knew it would be, but I did not think it would be so early. And Dubois is he's hammering Anthony. And look at that. Look what he's done there. Look exactly what he's done there. Right hand to the body. Something that fighters don't do enough against Anthony Joshua. Daniel Dubois is doing it there. And Joshua smartly looking to feint, looking to try and see if he can read some of the movements by Daniel Dubois. Maybe looking to try to set up a counter shot there, missed. Straight left hook goes in from Anthony Joshua. Dubois blocks it. Joshua now back on the back foot, looking to box. Heads are a little bit reckless again there. Not intentional though on this occasion. 14 seconds left in round number 3. Better round for Anthony Joshua, but still hurt. Oh, good Lord. Oh, that's a knockdown. That's a knockdown, ref. That's a knockdown. Oh my God. Oh, no, ref, you got it. That's a knockdown. Oh, wow. He is all over the shop. Man, he can't. Is the referee going to let him continue? Is he going to let him continue? He has to. Yeah, he is. But let's have a look-see at this replay. Look at that. Look at the legs just went. Now, the referee you should have called the knockdown there because both gloves touched the canvas. And Joshua, he might have thought he's actually doing Joshua a favor by not calling a knockdown. He's taking unnecessary shots now. And now he's even more concussed. Look at that left hand by Dubois. Man, is Eddie Hearn, they have to, it's like, listen, if Joshua wins this fight, which would be incredible if he does, but if he wins this fight, he takes another jab. Legs aren't ready. Oh, down he goes again. He's down again. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. The referee, he's going to stop it. He'll stop this fight. Is he? Is he going to stop it? No, he's not. He's going to let him carry on. But this is early in the round. And Joshua is mega hurt. Oh, he's down again. No knockdown. No. You legit. That's not a knockdown. Okay, fair enough. But both guys going to go for broke now. Daniel Dubois, big right hand goes in. How bad is Anthony Joshua hurt? Those legs do not look steady. Big shots go in. Anthony Joshua clinches 2 minutes and 15 left to go here in the fourth round. Sorry, my rounds are all over the shop. But Joshua's legs do not look right. Hit again with another big shot by Daniel Dubois. 2 minutes left to go here. AJ is in survival mode, as someone said in the chat. This is incredible, really, from Daniel Dubois. AJ goads him as much to say, come on, I'm not done yet. But the body language tells me otherwise. A minute left here. This has been a nightmare fight for Anthony Joshua. Big right hand goes in again by Daniel Dubois. Is Andy Ruiz, like Simon Jordan said, is he having... Oh, that was low. That was low. Is he... That was low. And you're an idiot for doing that, Daniel Dubois, because you have the chance to actually take this guy out now. But now you're getting a 1-2 off the referee. That was low. Both guys go and carry on again. This is it. Oh, right hand. Go down, go. No, he's not gone down, but he's hurt. Joshua nearly went down from a left hook there. Nearly went down. He is hurt, and he is taking a beating in here. Good Lord, he is taking some serious punishments. Oh, he's hurt again. Oh, he's hurt again. Referee, I think you might... I think you might need to jump in and stop this now, ref. Body shot goes in. This is becoming a little bit difficult to watch now if you're a fan of Anthony Joshua. Oh wow, big right hand goes in again from Daniel Dubois. Good Lord. This is becoming a little bit... They need to think about maybe pulling him out. He is dirt. There is some roughhouse tactics in there, I'm not going to lie, there is. But at the same time, I just think that the steam has just completely gone from Anthony Joshua. He's taken a lot of shots in there now. And if he touches down again, this could be curtains. There's 35 seconds left in the 4th round. And it has been all Daniel Dubois. And Joshua has how many 10-8 rounds against him now? Sticks the tongue out. If he's going out fighting. He's going out defiant, Anthony Joshua, on the biggest stage, Wembley Stadium. He looks to land a Hail Mary right hand, but he just can't. And both guys clinch again. 15 seconds left. What is left from both these guys? This has been fought at a serious pace. And amazingly, I think Joshua will see out the 4th round. He will see it out. There's no need for a big, silly attack from Daniel Dubois. But he needs to remember Joshua can punch as well. But I do think that we need to... I think the corner need to have a look at their man. That's what, 3 knockdowns? 3 knockdowns. My heart is pumping out of my chest. I'm having flashbacks to the Ruiz fight. And people, if you were enjoying my commentary, please hit the like button, hit subscribe as well. That jab is a nightmare. It's kryptonite for Joshua. But this is mental. Absolutely mental what I'm seeing. If you had said to me there'd be knockdown, Joshua would get knocked down, I would have said, yeah, I could see it. 3 knockdowns in 4 rounds. And even if he wins, if he comes through this fight, you will say, okay, but he has taken a beating. Like, this is a beating. This is a shellacking Joshua's taken. And if he gets dropped again, God only knows what will happen. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Round number 5 is underway. Joshua is in panic mode. He's in survival mode now. The legs just do not look right. And Daniel Dubois needs to just focus on that jab, because the jab is what's setting everything up. Look at that lovely snappy jab landed on Anthony Joshua. Joshua looked to launch in with the right hand, wasn't able to. And Daniel Dubois is just keeping his position in center ring, keeping his shape there. Right hand goes in, misses with a left hook. And very rough from Daniel Dubois. Real roughhouse tactics there. Referee has warned him again about this. I think had he not low blowed Anthony Joshua, he might have had a... Oh-wee! Joshua hurts Dubois. Big right hand lands. Another big right hand goes in. Another big right hand goes in by Dubois. Oh, down goes Joshua. And that's it. He's done. He's done. He's not getting up. Oh, he's going to get knocked out. He is not getting up from that. No way. It's over. Oh, my God. Oh, my holy mac and cheese. Oh, my goodness. One punch. And Joshua, it looked like he hurt Dubois. It looked like his legs went. And he gets caught with a counter left hook. And it's not a TKO. It's a knockout. Oh, my goodness. I'm shocked. Oh my God. The people in the chat who told me they were betting on Dubois, I tip my hat to you. You've earned your beers tonight. I tell you that. Daniel Dubois has paid for them. That was a chilling knockout. Holy sweet. I'm stunned. I'm shocked, lads. I'm speechless. I'm genuinely I'm speechless. I'm shocked. I want to see a replay of this knockdown. I thought Joshua rocked Dubois because it looked like his legs were a little bit like that. It was like, oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, man, I can't believe it. I can't believe that. No, not that I can't believe. I can't believe Dubois. I can believe he won, but I can't believe that what I've just witnessed. I genuinely cannot believe what I've just seen there. And a one-punch knockout. All right, let's see this. Let's see it, right? Joshua, oh, a lovely right hand from Joshua. Big right hand lands. You think that's... And he gets hit again. Joshua goes in to finish the job, but takes a left hand. And look at that. Good. Holy crap. Joshua goes in to finish the job, leaves himself opened, and gets hit with a right hand, laughs, misses with his own. Oh, Lord, no. They threw at the same time. Dubois, shorter shot landed first, and he was never, ever. He was never. You could see when the referee waved it off, his legs were gone. Look at that. It reminds me a bit of Martinez versus Paul Williams. Does anyone remember that? It reminds me of that shot. How do you come back from this? Look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. How do you come back from that? Oh, there's no coming back from that. And look, I feel bad for Joshua. Look at him. His legs are gone. He's all over the shop. Lads, I will... Before I finish, I'm going to do a post-fight review now anyway, but before I finish, I will say credit to Daniel Dubois. Whatever happens with Anthony Joshua, I wish him all the best. Personally, I hope to God he's okay. He's going to be feeling it tomorrow. I hope he's... Oh, there's that scumbag McGregor cheering on me. Fair play. I hope he's okay, but credit where credit is due to Daniel Dubois. Absolute credit. Anthony Joshua the same. I hope he's okay. What a fight. What a show. Thank you, Turkey. And some Alexander Usyk never looked in trouble whatsoever with this guy. Still heavyweight champion of the world, Daniel Dubois. People, I will leave it there and I will do my post-fight review. I hope you all enjoyed the commentary. It was fun. I can't believe what I've just seen. And to do it with you guys is amazing. I love it. Thank you so much for everyone who locked in. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Before we finish, Michael Buffer. Before we finish,
Ladies and gentlemen, here at Wembley Stadium, this contest comes to an end. Officially at 59 seconds, round
number 5.
The winner by knockout victory, and still IBF heavyweight champion of the world, Triple H.
Unbelievable. Put 50 quid on Dubois to knock him out. Mate, as I said, I hope you enjoy the beers tonight. The beers are going to be flowing tonight, and you've earned it. You deserve it with that. Well done, well done, well done. Thank you for the 20 quid. I appreciate that, Darren. Lads, I will get my post-fight review out. I don't know what to say. I'll leave it there. Peace.